Oh boy everyone, Marches here, welcome to the channel. And today I'll be unboxing a sneaker and actually used it before I recorded this video. So what I have here is this Why Not box. So for all of you who joined the poll on if I'll review it or not in Instagram. So after the poll, I got one and I immediately reviewed it. Luckily, I was able to play, so I got the family colorway instead of the beginnings, because the main factor why I chose the family colorway is this has XDR rubber compared to the beginnings colorway. Although the beginnings colorway was kind of attractive, it has different upper materials, but this one too has, but that has a louder color, but unfortunately it didn't have XDR rubber. So I opted to buy the family colorway of the Not Zer0.4. Just inspecting the box, it comes with a white box with a gold accent of Westbrook's logo, which is quite nice. Quite clean. And of course, Jordan Not Zer0.4 PF, black, white, metallic gold. I actually don't know why the black gold colorway is the family colorway. I checked Nike.com, it didn't say anything about it, just the family colorway. And I was inspecting if there's the names of the kid. And I think the only thing that gives a nod to the family is the compass in the insole, where you can see RW, R, and S. I think those are the initials of the family, if I'm not mistaken. But on the outer of the sneaker, there's no signs of the family's name or the daughter or the son or the twins of Russell Westbrook, but maybe the black, gold, white is their favorite color. I'm not too sure about that. So let's touch up first the upper of the Not Zer0.4. I immediately saw that the upper is thinner compared to the 0.3, although it has different materials, but all the different kinds of upper is stitched on one underlining layer. The layers are just doubled and it's not tripled, so that made the Not Zer0.4 a little thinner, a little slimmer, and not too maximalist in my opinion. And it looks good, and the weight of it is kind of on the lighter side, and I actually weighed it earlier. It's 400 grams. So it's on the lighter side compared to the 0.3, especially on the heel part of the sneaker where it has a big TPU plate on the heel. This one, for the upper, it has different textured foam back mesh here on the medial part. And there's another kind of honeycomb mesh on top, which is nice and cool. And there's some fusing on the lateral part. And of course, the wing is here. It's an additional design. And you can see some materials that looks like jersey, but it's fused, so it strengthens the materials. And at the heel part of the sneaker, there's suede and nubuck to give a more premium touch to this colorway. A little thing to note, the materials on the family is different from the materials used in the beginnings colorway, although some parts are similar, but the materials on the beginnings upper has more variety compared to the family, which really depends on your taste. If you want a more minimalist style and a more maximalist, go for the beginnings colorway. So let's touch up for the support of the Not Zer0.4. First up, the wing really works around the forefoot area. When I was really tightening up my forefoot area, it really was hugging my foot, and it has an additional strap located at the midfoot near your ankle. So it really pulls the upper down to your foot and really hugs your foot. So overall support for the Not Zer0.4 is very similar to the predecessors of the Nots. They're all very supportive. And as for durability, I don't think you will have any problems. The Not line has been known to be very supportive and durable for a signature sneaker from Jordan brand. So it goes the same with the 0.4. And some more accents on the 0.4 is of course the Not Zer0.4 straps with text are on the medial part, so it acts also as a wing. So when you pull the laces, it goes down. And as for the lacing system of the Not Zer0.4, it has a traditional lacing system with a traditional thong, and some accents of the thong features a deconstructed look or an unfinished look to the thong's edge, which is quite nice. Not Zer0.4 has been known to have designs like that. Very fashionable, very off-whitish look to the sneaker, which I really like, to be honest. And of course, the heel part of the sneaker has the suede and nubuck material on the family colorway, which adds a little bit more premium touch to the Y knots. As for heel support, there's an internal heel plate, and this one is just for aesthetics. This gold plastic, which is not that hard and not that thick. And there's a pull tab to put your foot in easier. And of course, inside the sneaker, there's a very thick Achilles pillows around your heel, which I think for the sizing, that's why it differs from the Y Not 0.3. For the 0.3, I have to go half a size down, but with the 0.4, I have to go true to size because on how thick the Achilles pillows are on the 0.4, it kind of pushes your foot forward a bit. So I recommend true to size for regular footers and half size up for wide footers. And now let's go on to the cushion of the 0.4, which in my opinion is an upgrade from the 0.3. The 0.3 has a steady cushion setup. It's good, but nothing amazing. But with the cushion setup, the 0.4, it has a dual stack zoom in the forefoot, where you can see this black part of the outsole. This is where the zooms are, and the shape of the zoom, it's like a kidney shape, and it's double stacked there. Right off the box, you can immediately feel the bounciness in the forefoot of the zoom of the 0.4, mainly because the Phylon carrier is kind of soft, which is the same I think that they use in the 0.3. That is why you can feel it better on the forefoot area since it's double stacked, and you can press it a bit on the outsole. You can feel the zoom bouncing a bit, and when I'm compressing right now, you can feel the zoom when I'm pressing it. So that goes to show that the Phylon is a little bit soft, which is good. And as for heel cushion, it is kind of the same with the 0.3. The impact protection is just enough. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's just the right amount. So there's enough impact protection. The heel and the step in of the 0.4 is more on the level side. It's not too inclined, so if you like that, this is more leveled, but I would like it to be a little bit inclined. That's just my preference. So like I said, overall cushions, I think an upgrade from the 0.3, which just has a single stack zoom unit in the forefoot. So they double stack it here in the 0.4, and I really felt the zoom unit in the forefoot. And now moving on to the traction outsole of the 0.4. Rubber compound family colorway is made out of XDR rubber, and it is hard. It has a bead-like pattern or rice grain pattern for the outsole, and it really works. I was playing on a clean court, so I haven't tested it out on a dusty court. First, it doesn't squeak at all. I think there's a film. And when I was breaking in the traction, eventually a squeak came out, and eventually the rubber squeaked. So you just need to break it in a little bit to remove that film or wax on the outsole. Then you can have the squeak if you're into that. And as for the outsole, it's very similar to the Y Not 0.3. If you like a decoupled outsole like me, or like a Jordan 28, this is a very nice outsole setup. I also like the Freak 2's outsole, which is decoupled, similar to the Rise 2. And there's a midfoot shank plate. It's plastic, but it does its job. It gives you stability and torsional support around the midfoot part of the sneaker. So outsole right now, no problem. So I'll be trying to test him out outdoors if I can, and give you an update if the traction will last outdoor. And as for the fit of the upper, a lot of you are asking this. I think the Y Not 0.4 is also ideal for wide footers or who has thick feet. There's enough space in the forefoot area for wide footers. And for the price of the Y Not 0.4 is $130 US, or around 6,900 pesos. So there is a 500 pesos drop down price on the 0.4, which is nice. And overall right now, I'm liking the improvements on the cushion and the materials of the 0.4. It's a lighter sneaker right now. It's less bulky and it's faster in my opinion. And it still has that shape. So for heel to toe transition, which is nice for a Westbrook sneaker. And for the forefoot area, although it doesn't have a lateral outrigger, but the cushion and outsole protrudes a bit for additional support around the forefoot part of the sneaker. Breathability wise, it has enough ventilation. The sneaker is not hot on your foot. And overall, the Not Zer0.4 is a very steady sneaker, making it a good performing sneaker. So that's about it on my first impression on the Not Zer0.4. Let me know if you are interested in copying the Not Zer0.4 and what colorway. Hit me a comment down below. Thank you again for watching, guys. This has been Marches. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.